Hi, I'm Ashley. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to throw a Hatchimal's birthday party. Okay, we'll start out with this. This is a polka prize, and basically what you do is you fill these cups with little prizes and candy inside, and then each kid will poke the tissue paper and then get whatever is in the cup. So what I used is 5-ounce Dixie cups and some tissue paper. I cut those into squares and put them over it, and then secured them with these little rubber bands. Let me see. These little rubber bands. And then this is just a plain foam board that I put tissue paper over. And I was going to paint it, but I decided to do the tissue paper since this was tissue paper too. But I used the polka dot tissue paper to make it kind of look like a Hatchimal egg. You know how they're spotted. So I decided to go with a polka dot for that. And then I used the pink to make the heart that's on the Hatchimal eggs. But this was really easy, and it wasn't very time consuming. It looks like it would be, but it really wasn't. But this is super fun. A great alternative to a piñata, because my son wants a piñata for his birthday, so I thought, what's something that I could use for my daughter's birthday party that would be a little bit different? So this is what I came up with. And next up, we'll move on to the other game. And I decided to do an egg toss. And I just wrote, egg toss on this paper just to put up. I got these baskets and I'm going to put like different points on them. And I decided to use these Easter eggs, these jumbo Easter eggs that I already had, to throw them in the baskets. Just a fun game for the kids that they'll like. And I already had all this stuff, so that's great for me. I didn't have to buy anything. But I'll probably come up with a prize to do with it. Whoever gets the most points gets like a jumbo lollipop or something like that. I'll go ahead and move on to this. I always like to make something with my kid's age on it for the photo props. And this time I decided to do a big number 4 made out of basically tissue paper and popcorn boxes. We obviously eat a lot of popcorn, but I just taped the boxes together with box tape. This down here is cardboard and I just wrapped tissue paper around it. But I cut a bunch of tissue paper into squares and then kind of crumpled them up and just made the dots and just basically glued it all on here. This time I decided to use tacky glue to glue this stuff on. I think last time I used hot glue and it was just too much. It was really hard to do and I used a lot of hot glue. So tacky glue works a whole lot better for this. And this was easy to do, but it was very time consuming. So I kind of sectioned it off and did it by sections, because if you would sit down to do this all at once, you'd get very tired and very worn out from doing this. It was really monotonous. So I did like this part and then like this part and then down here. I just kind of sectioned it off a little bit. So I wasn't doing everything all at once. Like one day I'd do this part, the next day I'd do that other part. So it kind of broke it up a little bit. And speaking of photo props, this one's basically just a prop to where you put your head through it. And this is just a big box that I cut in half. See? And I got this box at Walmart and I think I only paid like $1 something for it. But this is one section of the box and this other big thing behind me is the other part. And I just cut them in half. I just had it like folded all the way out and just cut it in half. But I painted this and I kind of drew it on with a pencil first and then used an X-Acto knife to cut it out. And then I just painted the grass and then did the egg with the dots. And then I did this part like that, so it would look like the kid was hatching out of the egg. And then I put, this is construction paper right here, but I put "Who will you hatch?" and then did this out of poster board, the Hatchimals thing, and then did the little, I don't know, let's see if you can see that, but I did the little egg for the dot of the eye. And I'm going to do legs on the back of this, but I don't have them on there yet because I have to store it. And if I put the legs on it right now, I wouldn't be able to make it fit. So I'll do that later. But basically I'm just going to take other pieces of cardboard and glue it down and then probably tape around it just to secure it a little bit more and just have it coming out, you know, just like little legs. But this and then the 4 is going to be together for the photo prop. And this is the table background I'm going to put on the table behind the cake. And this is, like I said, the other part of the big cardboard box I had. And this is all construction paper. I did all of this in construction paper. I just glued the blue for the background, made the clouds, the hearts, cut the egg, the grass at the bottom. I don't know if you could see that down there. And then I put her name and then did the eyes like they're hatching out to go with the photo prop. But yeah, this wasn't very hard to do at all. It was a little bit time consuming, but not that bad. And I made this shirt for my daughter to wear, and it says "Hatchy Birthday Hayden." I thought that was so cute. She loves it too. But I just drew, you know, some Hatchimals. I just put the number 4 inside the heart, and I used fabric markers to do this. I was going to use puffy paint, but I didn't have any puffy paint. I would have had to go out and buy that, but I did have fabric markers, so I just went ahead and used those. And these I don't quite have done yet, but I wanted to show what I was going to do with them. And I just took 2 duct tape rolls and just glued them together, and then I cut out pieces of cardboard and just glued those on the bottom. And what these are supposed to be is holders for forks and spoons and stuff. I guess you could like put napkins or whatever you want in them, but I'm going to use them for forks and spoons. And what I was planning on doing is painting this, and then around the center part I was going to put a really cute ribbon. And I was kind of wondering if I might put glitter on it too. I haven't decided that yet, but I have a whole bunch of loose glitter that I was thinking might be a good use for that. But I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do that. And then the next is the stuff that I actually bought that has to do with this. I like to make the majority of the stuff and then just buy a few things that actually have like the logo and stuff like that on it. So I decided to buy the little plates, and then I just bought these really bright pink plates to go with it, and I was going to stack them like that. And then I got these, and they're just the little table decorations, and I thought these were actually, because I ordered these, I thought they were actually going to be a lot bigger than this, but that was my mistake because I, for some reason, didn't see that it said mini. So when they came, I was really shocked. So I went back and actually looked at the package, and it did say mini, so that was my mistake. And then I got these little flag banners because I want to put this around the gift table. I always like to do that on the gift table just to make it look cute. And then these are the things, the spiral things that hang from the ceiling. And I didn't get I couldn't find a birthday banner that had to do with Hatchimals. So I just got one of these plain birthday ones, and I thought I'd take two, because there's 4 in here. So I thought I'd take 2 of them and actually stick them on the ends of these, because I only really need 2 of these. So I thought that would give it like a little extra to where it would actually look like maybe it is Hatchimals. And then I just got these kind of chromish metallic looking balloons to use, because I couldn't find Hatchimal balloons either. I can always find everything until it's time for me to actually get it. And then I can't find the stuff I want anywhere, because I never see something and then like, oh, I'll need that. And then buy it then, because I always think, oh, it'll be there in like 2-3 months when I need to buy it. Why buy it now? Because then it might get lost. But then when I go back, it's never there. That's my issue. But then I got this tablecloth, and I only use like the actual cartoon tablecloths on the table with the cake. The other tables, I just use plain collars. Like, I think for hers, I'm gonna do purple and pink and blue and green. So I'll just get those other collars for that. That's usually why I like to get the banner to go around the gift table, because it's just, the gift table is usually, the tablecloth is just a plain collar. So this was really cute too. I don't know if I showed, I don't want to take this out of the package because then I'll have to fold it back up, but you can kind of see the idea of what it looks like. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the whole thing has the print on it, not just the sides. I think it's the whole thing. And that's hard to find. But that's what I have so far for her Hatchimal birthday party. I hope this gave you some ideas maybe, and you can surely adapt these ideas into other things, not necessarily Hatchimals. You can use them for whatever theme you want. But I just thought that these were some good ideas to use. If you don't want to buy exclusively everything that's the actual cartoon or whatever, you can make things that have to do with it, because some stuff is hard to find. I know, like, every year for my son's birthday, he would always want something that I could not find in stores. So I always had to get creative and figure out ways. That's why I started doing this, because he would always have some kind of like obscure old cartoon or something he was wanting that I could not find. So even before, like, Ghostbusters, before it became big again, I think it was like for maybe his 3rd birthday, he's about to be 10 now, but he was wanting Ghostbusters birthday party. I'm like, I cannot find that anywhere. So I had to get very creative to figure out ways to throw him a ghost. He might have been 5. I think he was actually 5. Anyway, I had to come up with really like creative and unique ways to figure out how to throw in the birthday party, because at that point in time, I could barely even find anything online. And if I did find anything online, it was crazy expensive. Like, I'm not spending that much money. So I just came up with other ideas and did the best I could. So that's how I got started actually making my own birthday decorations for my kids. And now they kind of want more typical things, but it's still kind of hard to find it, because my son wants this year a Lego birthday party, but he doesn't want the Legos movie. He wants just a plain Legos. So that's a little bit more difficult to find, because anytime I go online or go to the stores for a Lego birthday party, it's always the movie, and he does not want the movie. He just wants plain ordinary Legos. So I was like, of course. So I have to find a way to do all that too. So, but this is what I figured out to do for hers, and I did not spend a whole bunch of money, and that was another thing. It's either you get a lot of presents or I throw you a big birthday party. So I always came up with cheap ways to throw the birthday party so I could get them more gifts. So if you can figure out stuff to do for cheaper that'll still look nice, why not? It'll just make everything easier on you, save you money. So I hope that this helped you guys and inspired you to, you know, just create things yourself and get some good cheap ideas that your kids will like. I hope you found this video useful and helpful, and I hope you like it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. And I hope you have a nice day. Bye.